Hey, what's up? What's up? We're back, y'all. Back on the. Oh, I messed up. I was about to say Monday, but it is Tuesday. I forgot. Yesterday we were off. The woke breakers in here. What's up, man? I want to make sure my audio's good here. Yes, I am. And hold on. Yep. All right, cool. All right, Dan, we can hear you.
What's up? We're here.
All right.
Start. It's chilling. What's good? What's good?
All right.
We got Superman news. They finally picked Superman. Okay, our latest Superman. We've seen the Brandon Ralph. We've seen.
Brandon Ralph.
We've seen. It's from Chris Reeve. I guess for George Reeves. Yeah, George
George
Reeves.
Reeves. Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve. Then you had Dean Cain.
Right. Then
You had the dude who plays Superboy in the syndicated Superboy show
bro, I forgot about
from the
Superboy.
late 80s, early 90s. Then you had Dean Cain from Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman.
Right.
And then you had I guess after that it was Brandon Routh. Then Henry Cavill.
No, what about
Now,
Smallville?
oh yes, Smallville. Right.
How'd I forget my man's name? Hold on, I'm bugging right now. Like,
Yeah, what was the guy's name?
Jesus Christ, that's pretty bad. Sorry, y'all. About to go.
I forgot his name.
Tom.
Tom Welling.
There you
Tom
go.
Welling.
There you go. I couldn't remember his last name. All right.
Right.
You seen Tom Welling? Like I saw him in like some like crossover event that they had. I guess in the Arrowverse, and he looked like mad. Like
right. They had like Crisis on Infinite Earth, and like he's been he's doing good on the farm right now.
I couldn't tell if his build was like he was built, or if he gained weight, or if he gained weight and then built it up.
Right.
But he looked like, it's funny because at that point he didn't even look like Superman. He looked like a ruffian or something. Like my man looked like he looked like I don't know, like a bully or something. I'm like, yo, I'm not messing with Tom Welling B. JVP Music said. John V.
What's up? John V.
So we got Henry Cavill. we got baby Cavill. All right, that's what we got. I guess we might as well pull up pictures of this man. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows.
Right.
Already. Let me get my iPad up here. Dante Crisis is here. Dante Crisis was my tech support. By the way, y'all, shout out to Dante Crisis. On the weekend, I did a quick gaming stream before I went to draw of a game called Trepang 2, but it's on Steam. It runs on Steam, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get my PS4 controller to be recognized by the game, and I don't know, Dante figured it out for me.
No doubt.
And then I proceeded to play badly because apparently I wasn't listening to any of the game mechanics. I thought it was like I was playing Call of Duty. Quick segue, Dante. You know what the real problem is? I'm used to dodging, and my dumbass didn't realize, like, hey, Sean, that slide move is your dodge to get you out of fire because the game's enemies are relentless. I'm like, oh, right.
Sean Strafing.
Yeah, so basically I went to play it again, like off screen, and I was like 100 times better. I was like, why didn't I do that before? So maybe I'll stream it again some other time. Oh, Dante says, so is Cloak. That's your dodge. Yeah, they said Cloak is pretty important. So strafing plus the sliding plus the cloak. Hold on, is that Hage? Is that Hage in here? I can't tell because I can't read that.
I think it was typing caps, and I guess Nightbot was catching the caps. So I guess
Okay.
don't put caps in the chat. We're still working out a moderation on.
Yeah. What's up,
Yeah,
Hage?
I don't know
At
why.
least I think it's
I guess
Hage. It doesn't like caps? What
he's our
is
buddy from Twitch. I don't know, man. You set it up, so I guess caps is out. I guess we're like, I don't know. So I guess I stay with the caps, I guess, but otherwise go wild, I guess. Um,
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll fix that. He said Dan is low. Let's raise that up here. Okay. Let's see how you sound now, which is good before
how
we
do I
get.
sound now? How do I sound? Gotta boost me up, bro. People gotta hear the silky tones of my voice.
I think I had it down from when I was like playing the game. I had to like lower it down for a second. Said better.
Trying
All
to
right, cool.
suppress my vibe.
It's me. I'm doing a coup like Russia or something. Whatever the
Yeah,
hell's is going on
that's how the
over
old radio
there.
broadcasters used to do. Like if you had a call-in show,
Right.
like and you try to argue with the host, they what the old radio show trick is that they turn the volume of the guy down real low, so he sounds weaker. You
Right.
sound much stronger.
That's funny. I didn't know.
That's why it's always like, call in my show. You want to debate me? Call in my show. They make sure to call in their show so they can do that trick.
Right. Hey, I guess it's an effective. No, that's not what I was trying to do here. So, Dante said, "You ever get the thing sorted out to let callers on about it?" No, we still haven't figured that out. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, this brand new, fresh YouTube channel, as well as our Twitch. I don't think my computer's ready for that. I either need to get a new Mac or build a PC before I think it'd be a miracle if I could let a caller on without the whole thing just like destroying itself.
Yeah. If you would like to support,
Right? Well,
I don't know, thumbs up the video, subscribe, get the channel out there, get us monetized.
oh right, I forgot. To get us to
You know
at
what I
least
mean?
get us to the level of super chats, but then we're just gonna have to start uploading videos too.
So anyway, this is Soups. This is the new guy, right?
Yeah.
Handpicked by James Gunn himself. I'm not familiar with this man's work. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
No, me neither. But I did see the listing. They had like a listing of like 3 picks for Superman, and I saw David, and I was like, "Oh, it's him." Like that was like 2 months ago. I was like, "No, he looks like Superman. Let's go." And the other guy, I forgot. There was like 3 guys, and the other guy was like, what was his name? Nicholas Holt or so.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt. He was played Beast in X-Men First Class and and the movies after that.
Right.
And he was in Renfield with Nicolas Cage.
I kind of wanted to see Renfield. Just I don't know why. I just
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good, but it didn't make any money. But they got good reviews. They said it was a good movie.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. I saw Holt. I'm like, no, Holt's face is not giving me Clark Kent vibes. So
Right.
I was like, nah, you gotta get him out of here. Don't do that. Dante Cresta said Renfield's a solid 7. I don't know. It's still watchable to me. If it's a solid 7, that means I would rate it higher than Across the Spider Verse. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. John says Renfield was decent. Nicolas Cage makes it worth the watch. Oh, there you go. I don't know. I'll have to check it out then. But yeah, I saw Nicholas Holt, and then I saw some other dude. I even forgot who it was, and then I saw David Corenswet. Is that how his name is pronounced? Corensweet. It's David. I know you're not watching this stream, but forgive me for mispronouncing your last name. I don't know. Just go like watch a video to figure out how to pronounce this guy's name. But yeah, I mean, he looks like Superman. I don't really. Sorry, go ahead.
That'll do. And I saw someone like on Twitter. They were like, "Oh, he's look at his shoulders. He can't play Superman. He doesn't look like Superman." But they're gonna put him on the weight train program.
Yeah,
You know,
come
they're gonna
on,
put him
man.
on the creatine and get the trainer to like I don't know, put him on the carnivore diet. And
I'm not even worried about that. Now I would have had a problem if they said like this would never happen, but if it was somebody like the build of uh Tom Holland, because I swear he gonna have kid body for the rest of his life. Like I don't, I even if he built himself up, he's just gonna be the size of like I don't know Bruce Lee. But like this guy, first of all, this guy's like 6'4",
Yeah.
and I said if they're going for younger with Superman, they don't even have to build him up that much. I don't. I mean, but he does have to be built. Like we not about to do the Batman where my man is just like I don't know average bodybuilder or something.
Well, what they do is they have like a team of specialists. They say, "Can we make this guy into Superman? Does he have the genetic testing?" They probably have him do like a whole 23andMe like analysis of his whole DNA and stuff. And the
Right,
doctor examine him to see if like his muscles can grow to the level of Superman. It went once they put him on the training program.
right.
It's probably a big, weird, like intrusive process.
Probably. Oh, Brina's here. What's up, Brina? It was funny. This actually. So there was a thread I want to say about maybe a month and a half ago where they showed
Mm-hmm.
like Cornsweat and they showed Holtz and the other guy. And I remember it turned into a whole thing because somebody tweeted like, "Oh, this casting is not very diverse." Like,
Right.
yeah, and they just started going back and forth like, "Yo, he's supposed to be Clark Kent," you know, the whole thing, yada yada.
Yeah.
It spanned like everybody's thread. I was like, "Good grief, man!" I'm like, "Yo, we're casting Clark Kent here, bro. I'm not here to see Dark Kent. Like, relax."
Are they still making that movie?
So apparently James Gunn came out and said that the Ta-Nehisi Coates movie is a possibility.
Yeah. Maybe they're just stringing people along just so they can, not, so that hopefully like it'll still be it's still a possibility 3 years later, and then people just forget about it. Like it just fade out into nothing.
You know what's funny? The biggest problem about the Black Superman movie, besides that nobody's really gonna watch it, is that it's gonna be written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Don't this man hate America or something? Like,
Well, yeah, I guess he has some issues with America,
he
to
had a
say the
book.
least,
So
right? Like,
why
I
would you
mean,
have
I don't know about
somebody
this.
that writes stuff that's that mean spirited write a character that's supposed to be kind and loving? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's Hollywood, man. I mean, it's right up their alley.
Yeah, I'm good.
They like. I don't know if Hollywood has reached the threshold of like we got to make money now. Like we can't be like getting super serious, super socio-political, super like racial. And
No.
I mean, back in like 20, like 17, 16,
Mhm.
15, they would have just they would have greenlit that like 5 seconds ago. Like,
Right.
and there's
Elon.
no real reason to have it unless they want to get socio-political, because they already have a new Superman. They got to build this guy up. Now they're gonna have like a parallel Superman if he was black, and
Nobody
then have
wants
this be like a discrimination allegory, and to go through a whole
Superman
thing, and
in the
then
30s.
right, and then you know, it's just like we've had a lot of bummer like stuff happen. Like
Yo, how you gonna discriminate against Superman?
I don't know, because he
Like,
didn't
you
he didn't
don't even
have
make
his
it decent.
full superpowers yet as a kid or something, and now
They
it's
gonna make
like
up some crap. My man gonna be in the farm fields singing "Wade in the Water." I don't got time for this. Like,
I don't know about it. It's just like it's very heavy handed. We don't need all that. Like it's like you just get back to Adventures. Like they already had like the Flash movie is having problems right now.
to say the least.
Right.
Oh, let me go to.
So it's like they just need a banger. They just need like one thing just to like do it well. No
Right.
craziness, no multiverse.
No more multiverse, please, for the love of God.
You know, no sermonizing, just straight up Superman adventures.
Right.
And frankly, it's time for Superman to like expand his rogues gallery, except for like General Zod and Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Where's Brainy at?
And maybe James Gunn is the guy to do that because he doesn't shy away from like using characters that like normies haven't heard of, even though he like always has to twist it to be like some silly character or some comedy character. But at least he has like the mindset to like approach it, I guess. Like Brainiac.
Yeah. Hold on. I was just gonna highlight some comments here. Eli Elvis in the chat. What's up? Hold on.
Nah.
Does this show up? Let's see. Yeah.
Anything with coats is dead on arrival. He wrote like the Black Panther comic books for Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and he wrote Captain America. That whole Captain America is now Sam Wilson thing, and it didn't sell up to the standards. You know, he had a brief boost because it's like a new #1 or it's a new like Captain America, but then after that he can't sustain the sales. You know, shock and awe of like a new Superman. You know, I mean a new Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Being black is like that'll get little sales boost, and then like after that it's just a wrap. But instead they're like, all right, you want to write some more? You want to make a movie now?
Bill upwards. Because I heard. I mean, I can't comment on it because I didn't read. I didn't read the runs, but I heard people didn't really like the Black Panther run.
Yeah, like I saw the YouTube reviews of his Black Panther run. It was like he was just like having them talk about the politics of Wakanda and like all the he has to have a meeting with some other tribesmen, and it's like that's what he's into. He's into politics. So he's just gonna make Wakanda his version of like the West Wing, with maybe like I don't know a few panels of punching and kicking, and it's like no one cares about that. Like
Boring. Rena said, so they fired Henry Cavill to get his real life clone in him. I mean, they said he said he wanted a younger Superman, and I'm like, well, there you go.
see if you can understand, there's like pre-Zaslav and post-Zaslav, right?
Right.
So this was the J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates Superman that was done pre the cancellation of Batgirl, pre-Zaslav, pre like consolidation. I think when they gave Patrice Cullors from Black Lives Matter, they gave her like a deal to like produce movies and TV shows. I don't know what she knows about making the TV show at all. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? But they gave her like a picture deal to like make TV shows and stuff and develop shows. I think all that stuff was like pre-Zaslav. Now it's just like
wait, that was going to be through Warner.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. What was it about? What was it called? How to Buy a Mansion? Like what was it?
Yeah, she's doing real estate.
It's about real estate. I'm watching.
It's just like a house hunter show, like one of those HGTV shows, like help you get mansions in white neighborhoods.
No.
Maybe that's what it's about. I don't know. I don't know what they thought like she could make TV shows. Like, bro, like there's like so many people out there that can't get a development deal to save their life, who made like successful TV shows that like won awards, and like they can't let them step on the lot of Warner Brothers or something because it's a what have you done for me lately business.
That means her.
So
her credentials. Her credentials
right.
was being liberal and black. And
yeah, and they were like, all right, you
starting
one
of the most important black movements. It's not, but I mean, it's. I don't know if it was important. I don't know what they did.
It's like, and then they're like, hey, you want to make some TV shows? It's like what do you know about making some TV shows?
Don't matter, bro.
Like it's like Meghan Markle. She was like, I'm gonna make TV shows. I gotta deal with Netflix to make some TV shows. I'm like, what? I know you were on a TV show, like Suits, but like, what are you gonna show? And then it's always about them. It's just about their life. Like you wait for this like creative endeavor, this TV show they're gonna like produce and direct, and it's just a documentary about themselves. How creative. That's all we need. More documentaries about, like, I don't know, activists.
Yeah, they should. All right, then fine. I want a documentary by her on her called Swindled, and then like we'll watch it.
It's just like, and then I don't know what Velma was. I don't know if that was pre David Zaslav taking over and restructuring, because I know like he just canceled Batgirl. And that sent like shockwaves in the industry because that movie was like, I don't know, complete. I guess they had to sink in some post production costs maybe, and they just didn't want to foot the bill for like something they thought was a turkey.
Right.
For Proto says they are making the movie Man of Steel
Two.
2. Should have been with another actor, Shane.
I mean, yeah, I guess basically.
Yeah, this is a full-on reboot with a new actor. And who knows? I don't know. What if the movie is what if the movie's good? I don't know.
It might be good. I mean,
Never know.
regardless of what I think about James Gunn, like, Guardian of the Galaxy movies were solid. So, and I know he couldn't really sway anything that happened in the Flash, because the Flash was already on its way to like Doomsday. Whilst,
Although speaking of the Flash, I read that he hired the director of the Flash to direct the Batman Brave and Bold movie. And it's just like he just saw the Flash. He says he loves the Flash. And I guess he loved it so much that he's not going to direct this Batman movie.
oh, hold on. Hear me
But
out.
the movie's like tanking right now, so I don't know if they want that at DC. Sometimes, now I will say this: there have been people who have directed big box office bombs that have gotten a deal with the studio to direct something else, like a follow-up movie, as a favor to them, because they're like, he has talent, but we burden him with a lot of nonsense, so we owe him or something. I don't know. Like sometimes it works out that way. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of a good example of that, but I've seen it happen where they're like, okay,
All right,
or
so
they secure the or either or, and that's very rare, by the way.
mhm,
The other reason is that they secure the deal before the movie comes out.
which is probably what
You
happened.
know, there's a lot of hype. You know, they had like Tom Cruise. They I don't know. They possibly I don't know paid him off on the table. That's alleged. That's a theory to say that Flash was like one of the greatest superhero movies ever made. So maybe he was riding high off of that praise and stuff, and then like he secured the deal with his agents to direct the Brave and the Bold movie before the movie comes out. And then they're like, "Hey, this movie tanked," and it's like, "Well, I signed the contract."
All right, hold on. As a man who has not seen The Flash because I just didn't care enough, right? That and I've seen so many spoilers that I feel like I've seen the movie. I guess I'll watch it eventually when it streams or something, right? Now y'all have seen. If anybody's seen The Flash, feel free to correct me. But maybe, right? They said the CGI was terrible, right? Now Batman doesn't particularly need a lot of CG, and the one scene of Batman as Michael Keaton taking out those dudes looked pretty cool. So maybe he can handle Batman Brave and Bold. Maybe. But I'm probably wrong on that because I didn't see the movie for myself. So who knows? If there was any action scene in there that looked somewhat cool, maybe he could transfer that into conventional filming into Batman. Because he don't need like super speedsters in there or anything. I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean I could be completely wrong on that because like I said, I didn't see the damn movie. Hold on. Shout out to Eli Elvis says, "Sup, got your comic book, by the way. Thank you, man. Thank you."
Yo,
Hold on, did I get the alert? Let me check.
yo, Eli, thank you so much. He's talking about Red, a Cyberpunk Fairytale, available at redcombook.com. This is a comic book. It's a story of Red Riding Hood, but it's reimagined in the cyberpunk future. She's kicking butt, taking names. She's a private security specialist trained in multiple forms of combat. She's uncovering conspiracies,
There
right?
you go.
She is whooping ass. This is our art right here. Check it out. That's right. When her grandmother falls sick due to falls ill due to a biochemical attack in a shopping mall when she's shopping, Red has to uncover the mystery behind the terrorist attack, and she uncovers a whole lot of mess. Okay, that she has to handle.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
With the plot is very. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna say that. But yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. There's some high octane action in there and intrigue.
Exactly. And intrigue.
Hold on, let me take this off. Hold on, the rest of it. So I'm being corrected right now. Alpha Proto says the Flash is going to stream next month, so not a long wait. All right, so next month I will finally see this mess of a movie that went through like 3 to 4 rewrites. Eli says CGI sucked. Dante Grasso said CGI was terrible, and according to the director, intentional. Oh right, he did say that. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I disavowed the last statement I just made. The action was the best. Sean Noah is terrible top to bottom. I randomly saw a Twitter message you already sent it. Oh, okay. Then I realized I was up to you on YouTube. Haven't got it yet. Haven't read it yet. Got a week or so. All right, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's check out the. Let me check out the article.
Ah, yes.
All right, you wanna read that a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I can see it. I could read it. Says Warner Brothers has officially chosen David Corenswet to step into the role of Superman, replacing Henry Cavill. A rising star in Hollywood, Corenswet has been tapped to portray the beloved superhero Kal-El in the upcoming DC Universe movie Superman Legacy. The upcoming feature is said to be written and directed by none other than James Gunn, the co-head of DC Studios. Despite the praise Henry Cavill received from fans for his depiction of Superman, he often faced scrutiny from critics who weren't as enthusiastic about his take on the iconic DC Comics character. As such, DC Studios has made the bold decision to introduce a fresh perspective by casting Corenswet in the role. All right. I mean, what do you think about that, Sean? What do you think about that statement?
So the statement where they're saying like, oh, they had some people had critiques on Henry Cavill. I mean, everybody had critiques, but it had nothing to do with Henry. It was the script. Like I felt as Superman, like his vibe gave off Superman. It was just it's just he was in these. I mean, he was in Man of Steel, which some people hate, some people like it. I think it's all right. There's some stupid parts of Man of Steel, of course. And then it jumped Batman v Superman, which was I hate it. And then Justice League. Yeah, it was those scripts, man. I feel like I feel like most people that I've talked to that talk against Henry's portrayal is mostly like they know it's the script. Unless y'all did not like him as Superman, I don't know. But I don't know. Whatever. This is a new kid. I forgot who it was. It might have been. Was it Dante or Alpha Proto that said they better dye his hair black? And I completely like just looked over that for a second to realize that this man's hair is brown. I guess they could dye it black, right? That's not a hard task. But
it's easy. It's easy.
It's funny though, if they didn't dye it, would people even notice? Like in by large, I mean, like normies.
I think so. Yes, of course. They're scrutinizing everything about Superman. Like It's like the one character that you can't mess up. Really, like you have to try.
No,
This
you're
is so
right.
iconic and around the world.
No, that's
It's like
true.
a big brand.
That is true. Hold on, let's see some of these comments here. Oh
I
wait,
also
no.
heard that Gal Gadot is out as Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
It's just a clean sweep.
yeah, she's out. Oh, this is one you
Well, I
got
guess
to see.
now it's time for. I think she started. It's time for Red Notice 2.
What is that?
That's that show, that movie on Netflix with The Rock and who's the what's his name, Ryan Reynolds. Like it got bad reviews, but like I think like it was a hit on Netflix because I guess no one had anything better to do. So I guess now it's time for her to, I guess, getting some new roles. Can't fall back on the woman. Wonder Woman 84 is pretty bad.
I still haven't seen it. I got like 20 minutes into it, and then for some reason I just fell off. I couldn't actually deal with it. I don't know.
I think it kind of like sank the director's chances at directing some other stuff too, because I think like she took a lot of ownership of that film. Like, oh, now I got more creative control on this one, and I get to do what I want, and then it flops. So now it was kind of a wrap. Like Alfred Proto says, it wasn't Cavill's take on the character; it was Snyder's take. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
You know what's
Like I don't
funny? I don't hate Snyder as a director. Now I don't
like a
know. But
visualist. I
yes,
think.
yes, yes. Like visually, like I like 300. I like Watchmen. I like select parts of Sucker Punch, even though that movie had its issues. But like I don't know, him trying to have story input was not it.
Yeah, like look at his biggest like I don't know, well received hits by like fans or critics. It's like Watchmen 300. It's like when he was basically following the comic book as a blueprint, like to the T, with
Right.
like
Well, I mean, he
hardly
deviated
any
a little bit to
deviations.
Watchmen, a little bit,
He did.
but it was
He
still I still liked it.
Yeah. But I guess when he's going off his own juice, like he's writing his own scripts, it's like he wanted to do the dark version of DC, like some kind of weird, uh, depressing, crazy, convoluted version of the DC universe.
It's
But they're
too
doing
early.
a Death Return of Superman. You had Doomsday. You had uh Dark Side in the background. But you also had the origin of the Justice League all coming together, and it was like 4 hours long.
Right.
It was sort of like when you watch a superhero movie. It's like these things are too long anyway. Like I don't think superhero movies should be 2.5 hours, all of them. I kind of
No.
miss like the 90-minute movie myself, like at least like 95, like at least an hour and a half,
Right.
2 hours at most. Now, I mean, when remember when he announced the Snyder Cut, right?
Yeah.
And he made it 4 hours, and it was filmed in a square ratio.
Why did he do that? By the way, that was very annoying.
It was like the reasoning was that he felt like in IMAX it presents better in IMAX some reason because the screen's so tall that he's taking advantage of the height of the IMAX um ceiling or something. He wanted it like more vertical. And then I've heard from other directors why they choose to do that, and they claim like, oh, we prefer like it's square. Like some directors prefer to have it instead of widescreen. They prefer a square, I don't know, box because,
It
and that's
frames
how
it better.
original. They claim it. I don't know. I've heard like before it was just like this was trash. We gotta go to widescreen, and they made all the DVDs widescreen, and then they had to like change all the TVs to be widescreen, and then directors were finally happy. They didn't have to have the black bars on the TV. Everyone was happy. And now they're coming out saying there's people that want to have a square TV again
No, we can't go
and like
back.
a square framing on. I'm like, look, I can't take it anymore. Okay, like
It's too
you got to
late.
pick a.
It's too late. We rectangle now. It's too late.
You know what else is a problem? I think I've heard that some directors don't like it when it's widescreen because they have to find miscellaneous. It's harder to like find things on the edges to be
Yeah.
interesting. But when it's like
I
square
could
like
see
that, you
that.
can
I
zoom
could see
in.
that.
Like you ever draw something like wide, and then it's like you have the characters in the middle, like it's very symmetrical,
Yeah.
and then like just all this crap on the right and the left. You just have to draw more building.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So maybe directors want to like avoid that. I don't know. I prefer a widescreen. Okay.
Yeah, leave a widescreen. I'm just hold on, hold on, bugging right now. Today and for the rest of the week, I'm gonna be working on John stuff because gotta get that moving. I uh, I'm sorry, I said before. Eli mentioned what about the Rippaverse? I'm going to enter the contest, as you might have guessed. My incomplete entry kind of like flopped on the screen for a second, but I'm gonna wait to post it when I'm finished.
No doubt. And who are you drawing?
I was drawing Blood Ruth, his
Oh,
character.
that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. Where's okay. I was about to say.
Eli Elvis says, I disagree with you guys and Snyder. What's the saying? Bad scripts are bad scripts, not Snyder's fault. Yeah, it's true. It's just like, but he, I think he has script input though. And I know that's all corporate too. They have to like run it by a bunch of corporate people with their ideas, and the producers like, "Go put this guy in, don't take this guy out." And eventually, he was, I don't know, he was not on the project anymore. So maybe it's not reflected his true vision 100%.
I can't. I don't know. Yeah, but it was just it was doing too much. It's like they were trying to be MCU in like 3 movies. It's like yo, y'all know how many movies they had to go to get to. It's like they got to their own civil war. I'm like, whoa, they weren't friends first. They didn't have betrayals. They didn't have disagreements. This billionaire just met an alien out of nowhere and decide, yo, I'm gonna kill him. Be like, what? No.
I mean, I had to say that I enjoyed the movie more when I saw it at home, like on
Right.
like the director's cut. Like when I saw it, like on high def, like I could sit here and watch it. Like it's like they strung together like 3 episodes of a TV show together.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing for Justice League. I can like sit there and just take it all in.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess it was a hard sell for audiences. What can I say? Like, I like long, weird movies like that though. That's like destined to just become a cult like film.
It's the only thing.
They had good parts in them. I tell you, like
that's the funny part about Batman.
like I like David Lynch's Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Like so. I'll watch that all day. Like. So what else is in the chat? What's going on?
Hold on. It's a good comment to highlight over here. Oh, come on. Why won't this thing? I don't know if this is all going to fit in. Oh, it does.
All right. So Batman v Superman was equals Dark Knight plus Dark Knight Returns versus Death of Superman. Rushed into the second appearance of Superman and the first of Batfleck. That's the thing, too. It's like, I kind of wish.
He was doing a lot.
You know what would have been really cool? Like, instead of, because they took the part from Dark Knight where he confronts Superman in that suit.
Mm-hmm.
He took it from that from Dark Knight Returns and used it in this movie.
Yeah.
Now that scene in the comic is like super cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it looked good on screen when he took it.
Right.
I just wish that was in a Dark Knight Returns movie. In fact, I wish that maybe Zack Snyder directed the Dark Knight Returns. That would have been badass. With Michael Keaton.
Right.
That would have been crazy. But since he used that scene, I guess like they're gonna be like, hey, I saw that scene already in Superman. So now no one else can do it. Like it's like kind of annoying. That'd be cool. Like if Michael Keaton was in the Dark Knight Returns movie. I don't know who would play Joker because Joker shows up in that for a little bit.
Oh,
you can have Joaquin Phoenix play Joker in like old man makeup. Because I don't think Jack Nicholson's gonna do it.
No.
He's out there playing Laker game. He's like just watching the Lakers retired. I think he's like 90 or something.
Oh
Jack
man,
Nicholson.
I didn't
He's
even
old,
realize.
but he's still out there watching the Lakers, and I think it's like lifetime seats or something.
Don't he have like a young girlfriend now or something? No, I might think about somebody else.
I think he did. I think they said that he yeah, I think so. I think it was Robert De Niro or something, or he's had a kid, and Al Pacino has a kid with like a younger woman.
Man, these guys out here still
Still fertile.
doing their thing.
So true. Yeah, Elvis says this is a River First contest.
Yeah, yeah. He has a contest out right now. The prizes are a lot bigger this time around. Apparently, he's out 4 places. But yeah, if you go to his Twitter or the Riververse website, he has it listed on there. Why am I using this pen? Whatever. I'm gonna keep using this. Let me get this panel done. And if John is in here, I still have to go read all those notes. I just been swamped. I've been trying to get like a ridiculous amount of art done, and
Well, art is a mental game and a
it is.
physical game.
Oh, it's definitely a physical game. I don't even know what sleep is anymore. I haven't slept well in probably like I don't know, a whole month now.
Oh yeah,
I'm just trying
especially
to
yeah.
like finish up everything that I need to finish without like
Mhm.
passing out.
Yeah, especially like in art in America,
Mm-hmm.
it is truly like some pull yourself up by your bootstrap stuff.
Oh yeah,
Especially in the comic industry, it's like
comics broke me.
yeah, yeah. Look at the hashtag. We talked about it on a previous stream. They had the content. They had the hashtag comics broke me. The people telling their horror stories, working with the industry, working for heavy hitters, some major leaguers, some mid players, some no name indies, but they all have one thing in the same, is that they're ripping them off, not paying them livable wages.
I will say this: thankfully, comics didn't break me because Dan and we've been doing our own comic books, so you
Yeah,
know.
so the comics as per comic book industry, I guess we were never in that.
Mm.
So
So
I guess
comics.
they didn't. Now aside from that, comics is hard and it can break you down because there's some people who try to draw comic books
Mm-hmm.
and they can't do it for motivation reasons, or they don't have support, or they don't have money, or they're working like 2-day jobs and they got to draw like they have an hour to draw
Right.
before they got to like put on the security guard outfit. Like I remember like James O'Barr, even the creator of the Crow from back in the day, he like used to draw the Crow, and it took him years to draw it because he used to work full time as a gravedigger or some shit.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Man, that's just crazy, bro. Comics are insane. It's not for the weak.
It's true. I've seen a lot of talent go by the wayside over the years. I've seen like a lot of superb accounts on Instagram,
Oh yeah.
drawing great, and then they get lost in the wind because they didn't have the support. Like people trying to break in, bro. Break into an industry that needs more love in itself. Like in Japan, they have a synergy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think even and Rippers talk about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says like
He
in
talked about it
Japan they
today.
have. Oh, okay, very good. So it's like, yeah, so he knows what's up. It's like they have a 1-to-1 ratio with their other parallel products. Like you have a comic book, the manga,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has an anime, and the anime art style looks like the anime art style from the comic, and use the best they can
Mm-hmm.
with some a few minor tweaks in there. It's practically it is really an adaptation of the manga. Like
Almost
Maybe they
one to
change a
one.
few things, but it's almost 1-to-1. It's nearly 1-to-1. They don't go off and do their own thing so much that it doesn't even resemble the comic book that no one would even want to check it out. Then they go do the video game. It's like Dragon Ball, right? Like Dragon Ball, the manga. It's like Dragon Ball, the anime. And then you have Dragon Ball, the movie that's like the anime.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have the video games that look like the anime and the manga. Like, it's like, so then everybody says, wow, that's awesome. It's all respectful of each other in their own mediums, and one makes you want to check out the other. The movie makes you want to check out the video game. The video game makes you want to check out the comic book. It's like, it's perfect, right? Meanwhile, in America, it's like they'll do stuff where they'll just, like, I don't know, take your project, not pay you, make the TV show, not credit you, change your stuff. Like, I was watching X-Files.
Yeah.
I'm like watching old episodes of X-Files right now. And I was watching it, and it reminded me of, like, what happened to that other show that Chris Carter made at, like, during X-Files? Like, because they had, like, a development deal to make new shows.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a show called Harsh Realm. And it was like some virtual reality show. It was like some guy who's like,
That sounds familiar.
he took over. It's about some army guy who went into virtual reality as, like, to do war game simulations.
Yeah.
And in the virtual reality, it looked like he took over the virtual reality world.
Mm-hmm.
And now the army sending in soldiers into the virtual reality to take him out.
Oh, okay.
And they won't let them out until he's dead. This evil army guy. So anyway, I heard, and then I started to read about it, and it was based, I knew it was based off a comic book. But when I read that it was based off a comic book, it seemed that he took the idea from a comic book and he changed most of it.
Okay.
Like, he said he only kept the name Harsh Realm, the idea of that they're in some kind of virtual reality world.
Right.
But everything else was, like, changed. And then the comic book guy sued him because he said, you didn't even put my name. You said created by Chris Carter, and you didn't even put me as created by or something or whatever. And then they had to settle. I think they settled something saying that they have to put his name on future episodes. Like at least based on the original comic book, this, that, and the third.
Right.
It's just the least you could do, you know. But this has been going on for years. Like, sometimes you just take something and just, like, and, like, there's still questions being asked. Like, how come they don't sell, like, they don't put commercials for the comic books during the movies? You know, like, when you ever go into a movie theater and you have to sit through, like, 12 hours of commercials for the movie starts, not one of them could be for a comic book.
They don't care. They don't care about their own properties. They're trying desperately to get into the movie theater so they could forget about the comic book.
Right.
Somehow. I don't.
Now, none of that stuff may work because once they read the comic book, it's going to be trash. But they claim that they're proud of their product, so why not sell it? Like, so there's no excuse. They sell everything else. They're selling cell phones. They're selling, they do all kind of things that sell. Sometimes they make a whole movie and put it like, and make it like about like politics that divides people, and then it'll sell like $2 in the box office. They'll do that. They'll do that before they even like represent a comic book on an Instagram post from the studio. Isn't that sad?
You don't care. And then
like comics are like the black sheep of entertainment. Like, yeah, don't mention that. We don't want to think about that.
Can we get some help out here? Nah, #comics broken.
And they always talk a good game too. It's like whenever there's like new management or they say things like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna actually try and advertise the comic books before the movie starts," and then they never do. They can't even get that.
Nah,
it's like some weird system. Meanwhile, in Japan, they at least respect the fact it came from like a manga. I mean, also, the manga sells too.
Yeah, I mean, they have to because it's like they're drawing the anime. It's like they're drawing. It's not like they're making live action. But even in the live action adaptations, they'll still try to like.
And also in Japan, it's not a charity either. Like they're making an
Oh,
anime
they're making it to
because the
sell.
manga did well.
Yes, they
You know
need
what I mean?
proof. They don't have a character as unpopular as Ironheart and then be like, "Yo, let's make this live action," even though nobody likes her in the comic book. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like they published the comic books, like some kind of pre-production sketches that the studio makes, and they just like say, "Hey, we'll make a comic book out of this."
right.
They don't know if it's popular or not. They're just like, "Oh, we'll just make the comic books." It's like they're selling the brain farts of something they want to make for a movie, possibly.
Let's see here. What
Like if
we
something
got.
sold like a dog, like Japan's not gonna make the anime anyway. It doesn't make sense.
Right,
Yeah, JVP says working a job and being creative sucks.
bro.
I mean, there's only so many hours in the day
Right.
for people to create. Like it's a thing, you know?
By the way,
Like
shout out to John V. Page. This is his stuff that I'm working on. Some mini audio comic. He's gonna have
oh yeah,
out
most definitely. This
next
is
month.
Ruthless. It's an
Right.
audio, it's like a visual novel, right? It's an audio comic. I can explain. It's like it is a visual novel. That's what I say. It's got voiceover. It has sound effects. It's like radio show, but it has like Sean's artwork flashing on the screen. It's pretty lit. Ruthless JVP music.
Y'all should
Check
go
him
follow
out.
him. Yes. The first
Follow
issue
him.
is up on his page.
Exactly. This is his character Ash. He's fighting in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. You know, we're probably headed towards a post-apocalyptic wasteland with this economy, right? So
New York definitely is.
you can watch the YouTube video, and then you can learn lessons on how to survive. How about
Yeah.
that? We have need to get into other markets aside from America. France and Asia is huge. Problem is in America, no one reads physical anymore. Yeah, it's like it. See now, it's like he got a point. There are a lot of big markets for like in France, comics are huge. Asia's huge. I think they still read physical, like in Japan, like they still read physical. They read physical, yeah. And then, but I would say this: like people like Ripple are selling physical only. There is no digital.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Right. And maybe that's because I don't know, he doesn't make it easier for the pirates to get at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could basically scan everything and upload it if you have enough determination, but a lot of people don't. I'm sure one guy did it though. But I guess I've heard two things about physical, like because I know that they never really publish the numbers of how much digital comics sell. You know, like I remember Comixology was supposed to be like the next evolution. It was supposed to like bury print comics.
Yeah.
And they never like disclose how much how much they were making or how many comics they were selling on digital. They never did. Marvel's, they never disclosed like, yo, digital is crazy. We'd always see like these articles and like comic book resources and Newsarama that digital is the next thing, but they never told us the truth. And then I'm seeing all these Kickstarters where they're not even offering a digital version.
Yeah.
And people are fine with it. They're like, yeah, mail it to me. Send it to me in the mail. I'll wait. Which like surprised a lot of people. They were like, oh, wow, okay.
Maybe they just won't buy physical for the garbage coming off in the mainstream.
Yeah, it's true. Because like, why would you bother? Like, you're already frustrated with how the storyline's going. Now you got to go get in a car and drive to some comic book shop. Oops, it went out of business. Now I got to go on Google Earth and try to find the next comic book store, like, 12 miles out from that location. It's just like a pain. It's like, just give it to me now.
Right.
You want people more excited for like crowdfunders that it's like exciting the imagination and they'll want a physical copy for that. I don't know. I gotta hear more feedback on that. What you got now?
Oh my bad. Hold on.
Oh yeah, like Brina said, right? That's probably because the physicals aren't worth getting. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. Because it's like
I gave Marvel digital money. For my own comedic purposes, it was Miles Morales.
The what if when Miles
Yeah, the
Morales was
Miles
Thor.
Morales was the best $2 I shouldn't have spent. The worst issue I've read in years. But it was worth it for the comedy though. Like Marvel, thank you for the laugh. You still need to give me New Warriors, but you know.
Eli Elvis says, I hated Thor, Love and Thunder, and current Marvel DC and decided to write my own graphic novel. I'm a pro movie poster designer. I'll see how far I could take it.
Hmm.
That's what's up. Yeah, there comes a point where you're just sitting there watching this stuff,
Right.
and it's like, you know what? I got to take a shot at this. I can see the flaws. I can see what's going on. I can't just be a standard, passerby. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like a bystander. I got to jump into the arena. All you gotta do is be better than what's on the shelf. That's it. Like as part of like the first step in creation.
Yeah.
Because when people start to create, they get in their own head and are like, I can't do this. This is gonna be terrible. I have to be like better than the best. I gotta be the next whatever, like like a legendary comic book in their head. And they never get started. Meanwhile, if they walk into their regular Barnes and Noble, there are people who not only got started, but are actually like making a living selling books that they might not buy
Yeah.
themselves. So they shouldn't beat on themselves too much. Now, don't be a hack. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't need to have more crap on the shelf, but it's not something to. It's like a balance, right? It's like what Aristotle called the Aristotelian mean, or maybe they called that. They called that after he died or something. Anyway, you got to find a median way to live.
Right.
Like do your best, but don't stress yourself out that you won't create. And people are creating. Look, I've seen more Kickstarters that are looking way better than what's on the stands right now. And they're sort of doing counter what they're doing in the stands right now. They're bringing it back to like action, suspense, stuff we used to read back in the day before, the social activist PC changeover that comics
Jesus
seem to
Christ.
be like hurling toward at full speed, right?
Right.
And the crowdfunders are like eating their lunch, right? I mean, Image tomorrow can just like, go back to Image Classic and just have Witchblade, in the, the armor bikini, have Darkness,
Right.
all that classic Darkness, all that stuff, and just do old school superhero stuff again, and it'll resemble stuff that's selling in the crowdfunders. Except they have the actual characters.
They could do it, but they
That
don't.
people remember, but they won't because
Bro, listen,
I
they,
don't
they
know.
have they
They're
have
afraid.
Zealot
They're
in the
afraid of
Warhammer 40K armor, bro. Like I'm
right. They because they don't care about the actual comic book customer. They care about I don't know the woke intern that at some Hollywood studio that they're hoping to slide their comic book towards so they can get a development deal. It's like they're using the comic book reader as like some kind of I don't know some I don't know. Anyway, Eli says my Scream posters on billboards right now. Oh, that's what's up.
that
Oh, that's
is freaking
awesome.
awesome. So
The new Scream movie? Oh, with Jen Ortega and all that. Yeah, that's hot.
Eli, super pro. Nah, man, that's dope. That's freaking really dope.
Oh, that's
Hold on, I
really
think he
cool.
left another. Let's see here.
Said Twisted Metal poster is mine too. That'll be out in a few weeks. Oh yeah, with Anthony Mackie. Oh, that's what's up.
Oh right, I
And
forgot that was. Is that wait? Is that going to be a series or a movie? I forget.
it's a series. I think it's
Okay.
on Peacock. I saw the trailer for that. It looked like they're using the imagery from the video game, so I guess they gave you a lot to work with. So that's cool,
Right.
I assume like some posters are more fun to do than others. So and it's something that's like iconic like that, like the Twisted Metal clown van.
Right.
That's got to be something cool to do. And Scream. It's funny. I was watching a documentary on Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
So you had Wes Craven.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like a 4-hour documentary. I just leave it on while I was like drawing on the iPad.
Right.
Inking on the iPad. And it was pretty cool. It was like, it basically one movie like that Wes Craven made a whole studio like come to life. New Line Cinema. It's like without like Freddy Krueger, there would be like no Lord of the Rings or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's like a whole direct pipeline.
That's deep.
Because that movie financed the whole studio enough to get their foot in the water to make even bigger films like Ninja Turtles and things like that.
Actually, I just remembered. Sorry. I believe it's Eli that asked me. Yeah, I do mostly work in like a manga style, but occasionally I'll do like let's see if I find any. Hello, gallery. Like digital paintings that like have a semi-realism to them.
Like a likeness.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this I did this all for one of my friends for her birthday, or like this one. That's not the whole picture. I think these are cropped actually. I don't know where the uncropped ones are. I don't digital paint often, but I should do when I actually have free time. I like do one for fun again.
I miss the movie posters, like the Drew Struzan and stuff when he would draw
The fully
the
illustrated posters.
yeah, like the Indiana
Those were
Jones
dope.
Temple of Doom and all that.
Yeah.
That was what's up. The Back to the Future poster, and that was hype. That was what's up. And then you even go before that, you see the old James Bond posters. It was like just be like a montage of like what was happening in the movie. Like,
Right.
he's in a speedboat, he's shooting, there's a sniper, Posters were legit. Even like straight to video films, like low budget, like 80s like actioners, like cheap stuff, like Ninja Commando or something like that.
Right.
They would have like these full on like illustrated posters that were like better than anything in the movie.
You're right though.
I tried to read up on like why they got rid of those or how come they don't do those anymore. And I read like a lot of the big celebrities, they would always complain that the character that they drew on the poster didn't look like them.
Really?
So the actors would complain, like, so they would like refuse it. So you have like these big actors, they'd be like, nah, that doesn't look like me, like take it back. And then they would like send it back to the guy, and then his team would say, no, it still doesn't look like me. And then they would like keep going back and forth. So they have to delay the poster and all this. Now they just have Photoshop. So they're just like, that's your face, bro.
Right, like you can't say
And you
anything.
took the photo, and you signed off that we can use the photo.
Right, so there's like no complaints to be
and we
had.
can manipulate the photo, so tough.
Makes sense, I guess.
I
guess
will say
that's
though
easier.
that if you are an independent filmmaker,
Mm-hmm.
and your cast doesn't mind like the artist drawing that their likenesses, and they like the way it comes out, I think it would be cool. Like if an independent studio would hire an artist to do the poster, like hand drawn, that would give it like an extra layer of coolness that would set it apart from other things.
Yeah.
It's possible. I've seen some great photos, like some great Photoshop photos. So they both could do wonders.
I always thought posters like were important. Like
Yeah, posters are very important.
like
to
to
me.
set to
They
sell
are.
something. Posters and covers. Like
That's how they used to sell. That's
DVD
how they used to
covers
sell
and-
the movie back in the day.
Yeah.
Before the movie was even like out. Before the movie was even complete, they would like have a poster. They're like, all right.
Remember back in the day, you used to see like a video game like cover, and it just make you want to buy the game without seeing like you don't even know what
Facts.
it's like.
Exactly.
And Eli, what's your Twitter? I gotta follow you back if I'm not already. I'll find it. I'm sure I could search for it. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna check on the chat. It says JVP says Dan mentioned everything but my original soundtrack. Oh yes, it has an original soundtrack by
Right.
John V. Page.
That's actually the
Very
most important, probably.
yeah, it's most important because the main character, its guitar weapon is a guitar,
Right.
fitted with saw blades, so it's very musical themed, and it's heavy metal. So if you like heavy metal, you're gonna love it. Eli Elvis says, definitely. If you notice, a lot of my stuff leans towards illustration. Studied it at Art Center, but haven't done physical illustration in years.
Oh, so you have an art background, so there you go.
Yeah, so it's like, let me see. Yeah, because like, and if I'm looking at the posters here, they look good. It's like you could tell it's like has more of an artistic sensibility than
Right.
just like something you see on Redbox. Like it's like that's like the bad version of like the cliche heads in the sky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What Eli's doing is like the real deal Holyfield, like Photoshop. You hear what I'm saying? Much respect.
Yeah, respect, because I haven't used Photoshop in years. I know. Oh, I think also Eli was asking earlier about which Procreate was for desktop. It unfortunately isn't. Clip Studio Paint, which is similar to, well, actually, Clip Studio Paint is like the more art based Photoshop, but you could get that for a desktop. But yeah, Procreate unfortunately cannot get for desktop. Trust me, if I'd probably just own it for desktop too if I could. Some of these blacks in
Eli,
here.
Eli says, first you got to know your design, composition. Second, Photoshop. Third, diverse ideas per project. Most projects go many rounds. New
Hmm.
Mission Impossible took months,
Oh man.
and we completed with 4 studios. Damn,
Oh wait,
that's
that's
got to
coming
be
out
tough.
soon.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch that. That I'm gonna watch. That I'll go watch. I don't know about this Flash crap.
That's the thing too about the Flash. It's like all these other big blockbusters are coming out in summer, so it's getting like edged out. It will be
Bro,
edged
the
out.
Flash
It will
got
be
this.
streaming next month, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it will be on digital very, very, very
Did
soon.
not the Flash get destroyed this week by the Jennifer Lawrence movie? You know, the first woman to ever be portrayed in an action movie according to her. I'm never gonna let her live that down. Like she can't get away with that. Eli says I have Clip Studio, but it's so complicated. And that is where I will 100% agree with you, because as you could see, I I'm only going to you're only going to say Procreate on here, because trying to get Clip Studio on here is, why is there so much space taken? There's so much real estate on this on this iPad screen with freaking Clip Studio. It's just it's
So
too much
true.
going. Like I can use it, but I don't. I you could ask Dan. Half of the time, I'm fumbling to remember where stuff is. It's too much going on. What time is it there? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's develop a hand for this second dude right here. Boom. So yeah. Next month for the Flash. All right. I'll finally have an opinion on the Flash next month. I can't imagine it's gonna be different from y'all opinions though. To be honest, because I don't know. I seen, even though it was off screen, I seen some of that CGI. I heard people on Twitter were like, "It's like, oh, what's wrong with you guys? Just because you see a little bad CGI doesn't mean the whole film is bad." I'm like, first of all, I heard there was more problems with the film than CGI. And second of all, it's. I guess he's trying to equate it to like if you play a video game that has outdated graphics but the gameplay is still fun. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not playing the Flash.
Mm.
There's no like, I'm not watching the Flash like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I.
That's funny.
I'm like, it's a movie about superheroes that require special effects. You would think they would get that in order.
True. JVP says the Jennifer Lawrence character arc is amazing. Went from feminist to full frontal nudity in her new film. Tried to get her popularity back.
Oh, she's full frontal in this thing?
I heard maybe it's a body double. I don't really know. But I didn't see the movie, so it might be her. I've heard two separate things on the internet, but I guess I have to do internet research. It's research, right?
For educational purposes.
Yeah.
Be funny if it just was her. Like screw it.
I don't know. Maybe like the agent got to her and was like, "Hey, you gotta like get some."
Hey, lady, saying some dumb things.
It's an NSFW fight scene.
Wait,
it might be a raunchy R-rated comic, fully naked on the beach. Okay, it might be her, I guess.
Well,
she's gotta like. I guess when the box office receipts go down, you gotta try something outside the box.
I mean, what was she in lately that like had her? I mean, besides spouting dumb stuff on the internet.
I don't know. It's like, I guess for like every one of those, she has to like do one of these sexy movies just to like. She's done. I think she's done Full Frontal before. Like she was in that movie Red Sparrow.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably her. Got to keep people on their toes. Got to make those big bucks.
Well, whatever she's doing is working because she's beating the heck out of the Flash. Yo, how you get beat by Jennifer Lawrence, bro? Like, yo, Ezra's killing me. So are they gonna like? Are we gonna get back to like There's no court or anything for this for Ezra. Like they're just gonna let all that slide. Like,
I guess so.
He was Reverse Flash for like a whole like in real life, and they just okay. I don't know. It's kind of weird. No one's pressing charges.
No.
I'm surprised the girl that he like try to strangle like on camera. I'm surprised she didn't come out and say like hey, that was kind of weird. Taking you to court.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
Like, I'm surprised that wasn't a thing.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they got like some fixers, like some to pay them off, pay the family off,
Oh.
Maybe they just like put it into the Flash budget, they like got to pay off.
Maybe.
Ezra Miller's victims, so they won't sue. Send in some guy like Ray Donovan or something, make the deal or something.
Meanwhile, what about these other superheroes, bro? What happened to? Oh, I guess we still don't know what's going on with what's this dude name? Majors.
Oh, Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. It was Kang's. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I think there was some kind of development with his case or something. I think he's trying to prove his innocence. I'll look it up. Jonathan Majors.
I'm still trying to figure out how he just instant upgraded to like Megan Good, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Like what in the huh? And I didn't know about it, so like just the way it was said in the news so casually, I was like, wait a minute, you can't just bypass that. Now girlfriend Megan Good. I'm like, whoa, pause.
Doing very well for himself. It says, major developments. It says Jonathan Majors files domestic violence complaint against accuser in the assault case. So he's claiming that she hit him.
Oh man. Well, okay. Man, use the power of the multiverse and put a Uno reverse on her.
Exactly. It's a good move. It's a good move.
Now she all messed up in the game.
Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Now he's the victim.
Oh, Brina, thank you for that. Thank you. Just promoting the Discord. Hold on, I gotta make this dude like taller or something. So now it looks like he jumping up or something.
JVP says, what's it say?
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Oh no. Oh, that was just it's too late. Opening on his like action and state of packing. No, I got you. I got you. So, in fact, let's do that right now. Hold on, let me fix this dude's leg because now it's gonna bother me. Nothing is ever too late in digital.
Brina, skeptical of Mr. Major, says she hit him with them this time. I'll do better. Text. I think not. I need some receipts for that. Yeah. It's like
He did have them weird texts though.
yeah, because he said that he said I had the evidence. I have the evidence to prove my innocence, and then the texts were like from his girlfriend. She was like, "Oh, I didn't want it to get to the cops. I didn't want you to get arrested. It was just when they saw the bruises on my neck, they got worried. And, I'll try to be better. I don't know. I forgot what she wrote, but it sounded like it wasn't like a full on exoneration. Like it wasn't like
Right.
she's admitting it's all a lie. It was like half something else. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It could be made up. We don't know. That's why they invented court. Eli says, "How do you get your gestures? Do you still do life drawing?"
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done life drawing. I did life drawing. Oh man, probably like right before the pandemic. Like I sat outside, in New York, and I kind of was like drawing from life out there. Usually when I do my gestures though, I don't know if you can see the hints of the gray background. Like I like sketch it out first, or sometimes I'll just like look at reference.
Right.
But I should get back into some life drawing again. Keeps you fresh, you know. I actually might. You know what I'm gonna do here? What I'm gonna do is. Oh wait, hold on. I need Let me get take up some more of that box.
Face says, "I wanna." It seems very strange. They're also still going to court in August. Yeah, it's heating up. And Brina's also asking about the footage.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was some footage revealed, and it was like I remember I saw some footage, and it was like they were at the bar, and I guess in the complaint she claimed that her arm was hurting or she couldn't lift her arm,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had footage of her like in the club, like I guess like grabbing drinks and stuff and using her arm, so they were like trying to use that as some kind of debunking.
Hmm.
Eli says, "Are you guys in LA?" No, we're in New York.
Yeah. Which is
New York City.
yeah. John, don't worry. I'm gonna put the mustache back. He looking like Abraham Lincoln right now.
Eli says, "Do you ever hire models? I'd love to go to a jiu-jitsu studio and get some photo reference."
I've no. So the only time I've had models is like during when I used to go to art school. And would have like the live models there.
He says, "In my opinion, Jonathan Major's situation is not at all like Johnny Depp. I don't trust a dude whose face
Oh no.
looks like he's mildly surprised." Oh, Brina. I don't know what his situation is because Johnny Depp had the tape, so
Don't forget.
she admitted that she was beating him up. So
Don't forget Namor. Namor.
oh, Namor. Oh man, I forgot about Namor.
Don't forget about Namor, bro.
He's got problems too. He's got some sexual harassment charges.
Yeah, man.
Man, don't pay to be in Marvel these days. A Marvel villain.
Man, they should have went to DC. They don't care about nothing.
So true.
Like you had what? A whole court case? And you was proving that you was lying. Yeah, it's okay. You want to be the Aquaman? You ran across state lines. You choked a woman out. You had a cult. Yeah, cool. We'll still put your movie out. Huh?
Eli says, "Cool. I was in Yonkers when I was 6.
Ah,
That's what's up. It's the home of DMX, I think.
is it? Wait, DMX came from Yonkers?
Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. I gotta research that. That's my half-assed brain remembering some half-assed internet research. Faye says there's supposed to be footage which we still haven't seen. Oh, okay. Taxi footage. Yeah, the taxis. He was like saying like the taxi man was gonna get his back or something with the taxi footage. Or, yeah, we haven't seen that. Maybe the cameras weren't on. Maybe it was fake. Like, sometimes these cameras don't work. I think they had like some kind of study saying like all the cameras in New York City don't work just for show.
Oh my god, bro.
Like not all, like a lot of them do, but some of them don't.
Great. So if a crime happened, then
Name more. Eli says no more. It's no more. It's true. That's how they say it in Wakanda Forever. No more. It's so ridiculous.
Man, I hardly paid attention to that movie. I saw the movie, all 7 hours of it.
Yeah, I was just like, bro, there's no Black Panther in it. I'm watching like Black Panther, and then Shuri became Black Panther. And I'm just like,
in the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, whatever. It just seemed like this is what the studio wanted to make in the first place. They didn't care about Black Panther and the superhero and all this. They just cared about the politics of Wakanda and having a nation and how to defend the nation and getting a coalition of people, and they just care about Wakanda as a city. They don't care about like superhero stuff.
I don't know. I can't say bad things about that movie because we're not allowed to.
Oh yeah.
Even though we made up a whole list of things that were better than Black Panther, but we're not going over that again.
Indeed.
All right, John, is this expression a little better? Hold on. Yeah. Make sure I think at the bottom of his nose is too close to his mouth right now. Give me a second. Should actually be having my reference out, but it's funny. I just realized I could probably up the size on these. I'm drawing at exactly the YouTube size, which is probably not a good idea. But I mean, it translates fine. It's fine for the upload, and it's just not fine for me because now every brush kind of looks like blurred out when I zoom in. Alrighty.
This is good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna get up off here soon because people have to, I don't know, go to day jobs and stuff.
Comments broke you.
Yeah, but comments broke. Actually, I think it's more like day jobs broke me, to be honest. Huh? I'm fine with comic books.
Yeah, comic books are fantastic, right? Like it's that other thing that's messing with your mind.
Yeah, the thing working for.
That's right. So, guys, if you're watching the video, you like what you see, thumbs it up. Get more eyeballs on the channel.
For sure. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm sure tomorrow something will come out that'll piss me off, like a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 starring Cole. And
Facts. Exactly. Oh, I can't believe that's coming out. Like some Mortal Kombat.
When is that supposed to hit?
I don't know why. Now we're stuck with like, no matter Mortal Kombat they make, it's gonna be Cole Young, their whatever their studio insert character. It's supposed to usher you into the world of Mortal Kombat because you're too confused and ridiculous to understand the complicated world of Mortal Kombat. And then they just have like ridiculous lore that they just made up. The Mortal Kombat sigils, and Jax's arms got blown off and they put little windmills on him and then they grew into metal arms. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Hold on. Brina's speaking mess right now. Faye says, I need another Scorpion and Sub-Zero movie. Yeah, I need a Scorpion and Sub-Zero movie where it's just them. And the supporting characters cast, possibly the supporting cast of characters that actually existed in Mortal Kombat. Brina says, petition to have I Love Cole Young emotion. Hell no. Whenever this channel get monetized, hell no. Try to put dirt on my name now. Like, condone this Cole Young character. Dan's favorite character, by the way, because
that's right. Cole Young and his wife who tried to hit Goro with the car. I don't want to see Goro involved with any automobile action or any kind of like real world mechanics of machines and vehicles. Like, what's next? He's gonna fight in a yacht or something. And, like, I don't want to see him like in our world. He's supposed to be in Outworld,
right?
In that weird dungeon that he lives in, fighting people and messing them up, ripping their arms off. Not like fighting Volvos and Ford hatchbacks and the Jeep Wagoneer.
Listen. Wait, did he die? By the way, y'all, I just want to let you know we do not care about Mortal Kombat spoilers. So I'm sorry if you didn't see it. This movie's a bad movie. You shouldn't even be watching it anyway.
Oh, we're not a fan. We're not a fan of the film.
Never. You know how long, especially back on Twitch, I was beasting about Mortal Kombat. That movie gotta go. Why did they do that?
Stuck with Cole Young. We thought we were done with that stuff after Resident Evil. Like we were done with like Alice character, and then they made her up, and they had to stick with her and introduce every other freaking character from Resident Evil, but we're still stuck with Alice. Now you're just stuck with Cole Young. They're gonna introduce like Cyrax and all these other people, and Cybot and all those characters.
It's gonna be like Cole Young in the front and them in the back.
Facts.
Oh, I don't. Eli, you want to make the poster for that? But so if you did make the poster for that, no shade, because
no shame, Eli.
Yeah, because you're just making your money. I'm pretty sure he didn't make it, but if you did,
that'd be funny.
I mean, listen, if they pay me, I'll make some Mortal Kombat posters. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on, we got it. We got it. Oof. I said, dude, Mortal Kombat is worse than Spawn. Yeah, because at least Spawn had
He's trying to be comic accurate.
the costume, the outfit was dope.
That's gotta be like one of the few times that they had the race swap to white. Like it had like the
Oh,
character
Terry?
Terry Fitzgerald was black in the comic, and he was played by DB Sweeney from Fire in the Sky and The Cutting Edge.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah.
That was a weird. So I don't care about that swap either.
Eli says to get you boys a nerdrotic. Let's go.
Oh, that's a highlight that. I don't even know how. I don't even know how that's even possible.
Gotta build up our cachet, man. Gotta get up on YouTube streams.
YouTube streams. Gotta up my Twitter. My Twitter presence.
Start.
My Twitter, by the way, for anybody's wondering, my Twitter looks weird. And it's because it was created like many moons ago, but I never used it until like last year.
They say you got the tools, you got the talent. It's like we got the talent, we got the tools. Like recently with the YouTube channel and like the mics and everything, it's all ready. So we're ready to go. We're ready to blow the doors off of this combo game.
Right.
Yeah, Brina says 500 subs and they can have super chats. Yeah, it's like how many hours?
3,000 watch hours.
All right. Well, we got to start cranking out some videos. It's all good. We're up for the challenge.
Yeah. So the videos is like I'm not worried about the subs. It's the 3,000 watch hours that we'll get there.
Yeah.
We still have what has to be at least 8 videos in pipeline. Just gotta 100%. Put them out. All right, hold on. What am I doing? I'm making his hair too luxurious or something. It's supposed to be so many big locks of hair or something. What's going on?
Faye says just cut off the Scorpion and Sub-Zero part, and they say that's Mortal Kombat. Yeah, you can do your director's cut fan edit where you just cut around Cole Young.
My man Cole was fighting with Scorpion, bro.
Eli says everything was dope. Expect the director, the script, and the budget. Says send him your comic. Gary is a comic hoarder. If he wants the entire golden age, like all of it, not just the regular BS. That's true. I've seen his videos. He has a giant wall of comics behind him. I think he's working a comic store, run a comic book store.
Oh,
so my man is for real into the comic books.
Hold on, I am following Nerdrotic, right? There's no reason for me to not be following Nerdrotic. Let me see. I better be. Let's check on the Twitters. Oh yeah, I am following. Okay, I was about to say.
All right, sounds good.
All right, I just gotta figure out this third dude. Oh wait, hold
on. Third dude.
Huh? This first dude don't even have a face. Give me a second. Well, it's mostly gonna be in shade or something. So I really should have worked that out, behind whatever.
Well, he has a hand in front of his face.
Yeah, hold on. This one, I gotta learn about being obscure. Sometimes I have a tendency to think I have to draw everything, but I need to chill sometimes. Matter of fact, this dude will now be bald. I just decided it right now. The other dude can have a hairdo though.
Yeah, Brina, I think they changed it so that you can't go into people's channels directly from the chat. I don't know if that's still going on.
Wait, what do you mean?
In the chat room, you can click on the person and go straight to the channel. I'm not sure if you can anymore.
Really? That's annoying.
Let me see. The mods can go to people's channels. I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird. We'll see what happens. We'll look into it. So you're drawing this head. Is he gonna? So he's a bald man.
Yeah, he bald. He bald.
There you go. That's what's up.
Post-apocalypse and put some tears in his shirt and stuff.
Very, very cool.
But anyway,
Yeah,
yo,
you want to get in touch with us? Follow us on Twitter
yes.
and check the link to the description. It's got all our socials. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. No, we're not on Facebook. What am I talking about?
I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I mean, I don't use that thing.
No,
I don't know.
Twitter. Twitter's the place to be.
Right.
Links are in the chat. Links are in the description. Guys, it's been real.
We'll see you. Wait, because the great place that I keep talking about that I have to divert my time from doing art, which is what I really want to do, has me working crazy hours tomorrow. So I'm not gonna promise anything. We might be on, and if we're on, it's gonna be like super late night, like maybe like I don't know, 11-hour time, which is what Eastern. But if not, we'll definitely see you on Thursday. Thursday for sure.
All right. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll know when we go on.
Yep.
Subscribe. All right, gang.
All right. Peace out, y'all.